Welcome to the All Dyed Up Fibres podcast. I'm Diane.
And I'm Edith, and you can find us on Instagram, Facebook, Ravelry, and our website, alldyedup.ca. So, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Yeah.
Surviving the lockdown. Yeah.
Yeah. Bad hair for shut-ins. BHD.
We're both. Yeah, we're both just doing social distancing right now. Neither one of us are in what do you call that? What's the next stage?
Isolation.
Isolation. Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. No, we're fortunate.
Isolation, but I'm staying home as much as I'm staying home.
Yeah. Me too. Well, yeah.
You have to go to work and back.
Well, I do go to work because I work in a retirement residence, and that's the only place I've been. I've been to the residence, and I've been home since the 5th of March. So I'm pretty comfortable in thinking I'm not taking anything in there. And right now, with we don't want to burn the staff out. So although I don't do personal care with the residents, I'm the paperwork person. I can still help. I can still, run the elevator for them or that type of thing. So I try to help, or I can, clear the table after lunch when there's no one in there and give the girls a chance to catch their breath. So I do things like that when I can. So that's why I'm still going. And I haven't been anywhere other than working home since, what did I say, March 4th, March 5th? Yeah.
I've been to the drugstore and back.
Have you?
Other than that,
no.
I'm like the Lysol wipe and hand sanitizer queen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wipe the old debit machine off before I touch it, and then I'll wipe it off after I'm done. And
I know. It's a scary time for a lot of people, for all of us as a society, but there's a lot of fun activities out there for knitters to help put in the time. Yeah. Now I see Joan from Pearl and J. She made up a 14-day, kind of like, my mind goes to an advent calendar. So it's the same principle, I believe, but it's a 14-day quarantine or shut-in thing. And a friend was in isolation. If I understand it correctly, I could be wrong on that. But she made it for her. And so now there are some on her website. If anyone's interested, they look like fun.
The Pearl and J Roving Yarn Company, that's her website.
Yeah. I should have a card or something of hers here.
I probably do. But
yeah.
Anyway.
So
we had a birthday yesterday.
Yeah.
That's my oldest son's 30th birthday.
He was 30. I wondered that yesterday. I thought, is he 31?
Yes,
30. We had
how did that happen? Just like, and he was 30.
I know.
So
you have dinner?
Yeah, we tiny dinner, just the kids and us. Just we didn't have the So anyway, my youngest son, he lives right next door. We see him about every day, so it's not like we were.
That's it, right? Your kids live right.
The other one lives right here. We see them all the time. So anyway, he brought over his barbecue. He's got a slick little unit of a barbecue, I'll tell you. And he did rotisserie chicken on the barbecue. They were really good.
Good.
So there was just the 6 of us for supper, and cake and ice cream and barbecue chickens, and it was good.
Mm-hmm.
And then they went back out to in the backyard. They are boiling down sap. So they went back out and checked the fire and went back at that. So
they sell their syrup online, right, Diane?
Yeah.
So it's
their Facebook page is Lynch, LYNCH maple syrup.
Right. Okay.
So there's a picture, like a little video picture of them. 2 of them in it are mine, and the other one's a friend of Isaac's, Michael. He's helping this year. So, and he and his girlfriend Sam have been around a little bit, so they're lots of fun and always laughing. And so the backyard up there is full of mud, four-wheeler, sap, and because we have the sugar shack is right in the backyard where they boil down, that has the big pans. And I don't get into it too much because I find the more you get into it, the more you do. So I just have at her.
And these days you try to stay away from people, so.
Yeah, and they we have one sugar bush like right behind our house across the field up on the ridge, and then on the other farm that we own, we can go right through the path through. They're tapping over there, so they're hauling syrup this year from quite a ways. They're over up behind. Do you know where I mean by the duck pond? Yeah, they're up over behind the duck pond on the ridge.
Cool. That'll be nice.
Yeah.
Tasty.
Oh, somebody's just come in. Hold on.
Okay.
Just a minute. You keep talking to them.
Oh, great.
Hello.
Well, I don't know what to talk about. I am in a different spot in the house today. I'm in down the hall in my room. What else? Not a lot to talk about, folks, with the coronavirus going on. There's nothing new going on. I could talk about knitting, but I gotta wait for Diane to come back. I'll talk about later. This is my flare. I finished this sweater. It's flare, and if you're thinking it's the same color as Becky's sweater, this is the arm from Beck's sweater. This is what I dyed for myself. So it's not. I wanted some blue in this one. So yeah, this is knit by Wendy Bernard. I think I showed this already. This is mine, and I made the buttons. So we took a button making class in Coburg at Yarn It, and so these are my buttons that I made. Everyone's different, of course. You know, there's no way I could do them all the same. So this is Claire, a little bit big, but okay. There, you're back.
I'm back. They're looking for clothespins to hold the filters up on the sides of the bucket to hold the filters when they pour the hot syrup in to strain it through. Yeah, I guess they think they needed clothespins, so they came to my house to get them. They're boys.
Yeah. So what are you knitting, or what have you knit, or? Yep.
I got my sweater on. Did you show your sweater?
I kind of, yeah.
Okay, so this is the February Lady Sweater by Pamela Wynn. So, okay. Yeah.
Nice.
See it?
That's pretty, yeah.
Yeah. And the buttons I made at the button class that we took at Yarn It. Yeah, so yeah, I got that finished. It's in our yarn. It's our worsted weight yarn, and the colorway is Spray on Tan. It's one of our regulars.
Nice.
Yeah, cool. So I got that finished and blocked and wearing it. It was supposed to be a Montreal wear for Knit City, but
yeah,
I might as well wear it now because when we are still going, and got our train tickets done, transferred, and our motel rooms, no problems. They were really good. So hopefully
it's rescheduled.
July.
It's rescheduled for July. Yeah. So we won't be wearing these in July.
No. A little bit toasty for the old worsted weight sweater, I'd say. Yeah. But anyway.
Yeah.
And yeah, I blocked my other sweater, my new leaf sweater. I haven't done the ends in yet, but I blocked it.
Let's take a look. This is the one we asked everyone about, the sleeve length.
Yeah.
Oh, pretty.
Yeah. So I went 3/4. Well, I like the sweater because the backs, see all the strings? Because the back is actually longer than the front. You put short rows in it. So, and I did my short rows different this time. Sometimes my short row, I did German short rows this time, which I liked. And I think I said before, but this sweater is knit with your color work, your contrasting color is in a different way to yarn, so it pops out a little bit.
Okay, can you hold it up, Diane? Hold it still. My internet's a little slow today because I'm on the wrong end of the house. Oh, nice. Oh, there. Yeah.
Can you see how it pops, Bet?
I can a little bit. Yes, I do understand what you mean.
Yeah,
That's really sharp.
yeah. The pattern calls for long sleeves, and then you put the color work on the cuffs. But
I remember that.
I thought,
Yeah.
because I was going to wear it to Montreal, and most of that event was going to be inside. And I thought, oh, a long sleeve sweater's going to be hot.
Mm-hmm.
Like some of the other places where we vend or we visit, sometimes it gets quite warm.
Sure.
So I put the 3/4 length sleeves on it so that, it wouldn't be too warm. So,
Nice.
yeah.
That was the winner.
Those were my 2 FOs. I'm all FO'd out.
So I finished the love notes.
Ooh, I haven't started mine yet.
So it's love notes by Tin Can Knits.
Yeah.
Or love notes by Tin Can Knits. And so Diane, you can tell more about. You can see. Look at right away. Look at my hand.
Oh no.
Tell the story about. Can you explain what this yarn is?
The yarn is it is just a minute, let me see if this is our thing. It's a mohair. Nope. It is a merino wool mohair blend, and it's a fingering weight yarn. So anyway, it's something we've tried new.
We just got enough in just to sort of
just for us to try it. Typically when we get new yarn in for the shop, we usually just order enough that we can play with it a little bit before we actually carry it. We like to know different things, characteristics about it, like how it dyes, how it takes the dye, different temperatures that you have to dye it at. We typically use the same dyes across the board, and sometimes different fibers pick up that dye a little bit different. So we like to play with the yarn and the blends before we actually carry it in the shop. So that's what this was. The yarn was a sampler sort of to come in. We ordered enough of it that we could both knit with it, and then we sort of get together and decide, whether it's a go or a no-go for our shop. So Edith actually got to knitting hers first. I haven't dyed mine or knit with it yet. So I've got some plans for mine, but I just haven't got there yet. I'm behind the 8 ball. But anyway, go ahead.
So I dyed this in, this is Softy. It's the color, Softy. And yeah, so I don't know if you can, so I've got like a bracelet sleeve and, oh dear, sorry. Bracelet sleeve, and it's, yeah. I tried it on. I really, really liked it. Right away, my eyes started to water, and I don't know if I can wear this. I don't know. I haven't soaked it. I want to block it, soak it and block it, and maybe that'll have it settle down. And maybe it was just a coincidence that I had a bit of a sneezing episode when I had it on, I hope. But anyway, I can't be around the cat either. So whether it's that same feeling, it's like itchy, see, look at me scratching my nose. Whether it's the same thing, if I've pet a cat, I'm fine, I can't touch my face, and as soon as possible I need to wash my hands and I'll be okay. And I mean, I love cats, but I don't have one, never have had one. And I get a little bit of a similar thing out of this sweater, I'm wondering. So I don't know if anybody out there knows if there's if mohair causes that. I mean, anything can cause anything with different people, right? We're all different, so I'm not sure about this, but I'm hoping once I soak it, it'll settle the fibers down, and it was all in my head. I'm
just fluff.
Pardon?
Do you think it's just a fluff? Because I know
That's all
mohair.
it can be, right? It's just shed. It must be shedding somehow.
Shedding.
So that's why I'm hoping. Just
Because it doesn't make you itchy, does it?
well, when I had it on, I didn't have it on too long when I finished it, and back here was itchy.
Oh.
So I don't know. Anyway,
Typically, I'm the itcher.
pardon?
Typically, I'm the one that gets itchy.
Yeah, yeah. So we'll see.
I'm the itchy one.
But I love knitting it. It was a great pattern. It feels good on, like as far as the fit and all that stuff. Yeah, I like it. I'll knit it again. I would knit it again probably. And once I figure out what's going on, whether it was just a one-time thing or whether there is actually something going on with mohair, we'll find out. But that's done. So 2 sweaters.
Yeah, each was 2 sweaters. Who'd have
Yeah.
thought?
Mm-hmm. So what's on your needles?
Needles.
Pardon?
What do you have on the needles? You got
I'm working on the Cozy Eve. So it is Cozy Eve by who? Kalma Knit, Kalm Knit, Knit at online.da. I don't know, anyway, there it is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I got onto this pattern from Kathy at Yarn It. They were, I believe they were knitting it, or they had a knit along, and it's 2 skeins of our yarn, or 2 skeins of yarn. It's in fingering. So this is mine. So I did it in Herald, which is Harvey without the spots, and Stipple.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you can. So it's just, I like this. I've enjoyed knitting it. And then there's Herald. See, it's different. This has got blue, like I said earlier. So here we go.
Well, that's pretty.
It is. I really like it.
What's the... Okay, hold it still. What's the stitch pattern that's...
This one?
Yes, yes. Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm. And I believe the next section, I'll have to verify that, but yeah, so here it is with the dark is the base, right. And this is it with the light as the base.
Right.
Yeah. But look at me. Look at the color of my wall, the color of my sweater, the color of the shawl.
You got a jazz rook, girl.
I know. I would kind of. That's what I said to Diane when we first signed on here. I said,
look the colors in the crayon box.
I know. I said, Diane, your sweater matches the wood behind you, and I said, my sweater, you hadn't seen this yet, but this all goes with the wall behind me. Like, we like what we like.
Yeah.
And
yeah. And like this house.
Yeah.
And even like the paint, everything in this house, like there's no paint, there's no real girly girl colors because everybody was male in this house, 3 sons and a husband, and they just,
Mm-hmm.
Anytime you painted anything, I'd say, okay, guys, here's the paint chips, and I'd pick 4 or 5 colors and put them up like by the door jams and say, everybody pick the color that you like. Well, I'll tell you, this house is pretty much every color in camo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like this used to be Jeremiah's bedroom, and like that's the white ceiling, but that color right there, that's the walls.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you see
it's a nice looking room, but yeah, that's the color of it.
Mm-hmm.
White shears on the windows, ceiling, and then we've got hardwood floors, and his bed was all camouflage,
Yeah.
bed. Yeah, the whole house is dark like this, but
Mm-hmm.
yours is exactly the opposite. Yours is light.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my house is mainly a gray, a soft gray. We did that. The kids and I did that 3 years ago, I think. But what I like for us about that color is like I can swap out. At Christmas, I put red accents in the house, and then I take that all out. And in the summer, it might be like a turquoise, or my daughter, she lives here with me, and so she'll put like a flamingo pink something somewhere every once in a while, or so I like because you can change the accents and get a whole different look. So that's, yeah. And then this is actually a blue. But
Right.
anyway, yeah, it's funny, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I just happen to be wearing what the wall is, and
Yeah.
you're wearing what your wall is.
Yeah, no kidding. I
Yeah.
like this color.
Well, sure, of course, we all like what we like, right? That's good. We're not all supposed to be the same.
Oh.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, that's what I'm getting. The Cozy Eve. I'm enjoying it as well. How about you? What do you got in the needles? I'm sorry.
I got on the needles. Well, I struggled, and I ripped it. I thought, oh my God, I'm gonna have this yarn wore out, ripping out and re-knitting before I looked at my husband. Are you knitting to unknit again? Oh, not right now. I don't need your sense of humor at this moment in time. Thank you. But anyway, I'm getting there. Thought this little sucker wasn't going to beat me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's growing.
Yeah. So I can show you the other side.
Oh, nice.
This color, the main color is in the buff.
Okay.
This color is a black that is, I think it's a heritage, Cascade Heritage or something. It's fingering weight. And then this color is Once Upon a Dream. So this, and I'm going to, there are hours. This one I got at the yarn store. I think I got it in Belleville at the Gray Heron. And then you do your section of brioche. Then you do another section of your garter. And then the gray, the in the buff garter. And then you do an edging, an edge around it. And it calls for the black edge on it.
Ooh, that'll be sharp.
I'll see when we get there, whether I do the black edge or whether I do another color. But this pattern is Brioche-alicious by
Andrea Mallory.
Andrea Mallory.
Mallory.
Oh, yeah.
Andrea.
I wanted brioche. I hadn't done a lot of brioche up to this point, so I like I said in the last podcast, I just dropped the ball. I had struggled with this, so I bought that book. Once I bought the book and I sat down with that book and read through it and that kind of thing, no problem.
Oh, great.
Yeah, the book is good. So it's right here underneath. I can't take it.
They do have it. Pardon?
It's underneath the computer, holding the computer up so I could podcast. It's called Mini Brioche, The Essential Guide to Brioche Stitch. So, and it's by Nancy Merchant. So, yeah, it's a good book. If you want to learn how to knit brioche and you want a reference, yeah, that book is it will help you a lot. So, yeah.
Good.
Yeah, that's all I have on the needles that I've done any work on. I have a few FOs or whips, but they're in the whole pile because Diane hasn't done anything with them.
Oh, you started them a while back.
Yeah.
They're not recent?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing recent.
No, because we've been trying to get sweaters ready for our trips and our trunk shows and our all our fun things. We had every weekend booked from the first weekend of March until Easter.
Yeah.
And now we're self-isolating.
Self-distancing from the work.
That's what it is. I keep getting it wrong. Anyway, so.
It is what it is. It'll come to an end, but we all have to stay safe and healthy.
And for the most part, people are canceling the knitting things or rescheduling, and I'm sure social media will let everyone know where things are rescheduled. So we got something new.
Yeah, we did.
You got yours handy or no? Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So, ta-da! Do you have yours full?
Well, I just have what we got. Oh, I got one set missing. Yeah, so we bought a set each.
I put my other set in here too.
Oh, good for you. Yeah. So we bought a set Prism. Are they called Prism, Diane?
I don't know. You ordered them.
I know. I'm a horrible
I'll take
person. I'm a horrible person. They're on the cover of the Knit
Knit
Picks
Picks.
magazine right now, and I thought they looked kind of cool. So they're aluminum, and have you tried them yet?
No.
No. Yeah, I haven't done much with them. I'm hoping. Yeah,
But
there is.
my other set, this set is an old one, and they're Knit Picks, and I've used them. I
Right.
like them, so if that's any consolation.
Yeah.
I like them to the point that I can tell you, I like them so much that my 3.5s are worn. They're rough.
Ah, now are they
Like
cubed? Are they round or cubed?
they're round. But I like them. Like I said, I've worn the finish right off these ones. They're
Yeah.
rough at the end.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
these,
I've used them. It's not that good because they're rough, but I'm almost tempted.
order another set.
No, I'm gonna try to dip them a couple of times in some urethane or some varnish and maybe get the finish back on them.
I see.
Just dip them right in, pull them right back out.
Well, you
What
have
am
to
I
let us,
gonna do? Rack them? They're already wore, so
have to let us
I'm
know
gonna
how
try.
that works.
Yeah, let them dry and see how it works.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
Experimenting. All right.
also,
Yeah. So
I
other
like
than,
this because this has got the zippered pocket, right? So like all the cords and everything for each set fit in the zippered side.
mm-hmm.
So this is a handy little tool. I like this.
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah, fits right in my name bag. Just lovely.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. 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 Good.
I ordered a couple books.
Sure. What do you got?
What do I got? This is the first one I ordered.
Oh, cool.
Made Simple. Yeah. By J.C. Breyer. Yeah, I wanted this little, I'm a reference book girl. And not that I have a hard time knitting from charts, but I kind of like to know how to write a pattern with a chart. I've always been a little intimidated by that, right? I can write the words and that kind of thing, but I want to, if I do a chart, I want the chart to match the words. So I bought a chart book.
Cool.
Yeah. In this book, I know you have it. This is quite the book.
That's nice, eh?
We stopped recording for some reason.
Nope. Mine says Diana's recording the call.
Okay. Perfect.
I'm not sure. I don't mean to. That's what I see.
That's okay. We'll keep going.
Okay. Yeah, don't you love that book?
Yeah.
It's
yeah,
heavy.
it's a nice book.
Mm-hmm.
You have it too, don't you?
I do.
Yeah. Like, is there anything that's not in it? Like, it's a,
well, that's the
like,
idea. That's the idea.
All of, yeah, like right down to measure gauge and lace knitting, and then how to block using measure tape while pinning when you're blocking, and yeah, blocking lace. Shows you how to do it the way it's supposed to be done to open it up. Knitting lace borders. Yeah, it's like I said. Is there anything that's not in this? Mosaic knitting.
No.
Bobbins, knitting with bobbins. Cabling without a cable needle. Yeah, it's just like, it's the book.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so I bought that.
Good.
Then when I was in the drugstore the other day, I bought the newest.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
Mm-hmm. It's colorful. It's pretty, yeah.
Yeah. I wanted to show you those. You're just going to have a, it was like, oh, I did that. Wowzers. When I saw this. 9. You gotta find the picture in the book. There's 12.
Oh my God, it's brioche?
It's a British sweater.
Well, you'll have the hang of it by the time you're done that.
Hold on, I gotta get some phone.
Okay.
Hello. It's not a sales call or a solicitation, but they're bothering while I'm podcasting. Like, really? Do they not know when to phone?
Oh, don't even talk to me about that.
Oh, I just
My
hung up on them.
My telephone number for my cell phone got jacked. My phone
Yeah.
vibrated for, I don't know, 2 or 3 days. It just constantly rang, and people calling me saying, "You just called me." I quit at the very beginning. I didn't know, and so I answered it, and this man says, "Stop calling me." And I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. You must have the wrong number." And he's like, "Oh, no, I don't. You just called me." And I said, "No, I'm sorry. I was at work too, right? And my boss lets us have our cell phones with us at work. It's not a problem because he communicates with us through that." So anyway, so I said, "No, like I'm at work." I didn't tell him I was at work, but that's where I was. I knew I hadn't called anyone. And he's just, "I know where you are. I know who you are. I know the name of every person in that room with you." And like, I work in a tiny office the size of a closet by myself. I was like, on the 3rd floor in the attic. I was like, "No, I'm sorry." And so then finally I started cluing in, and because some other things had happened with the phone, like people calling and nobody there, and weird places calling. And so anyway, between the two of us, we figured out my number had been hijacked, and or whatever you call it. And so then he was really nice and telling me how to call the fraud squad and all this stuff. And he ends up saying, "Don't worry about it. I got you covered." Okay, thank you. But
Where was he
then
from?
on, pardon?
Where was he from?
I don't know. I didn't get personal, but from then on, the phone just went ballistic, and I got text messages. Some of them weren't very nice, which, I mean, I understand. They're frustrated, right? So, and I don't like getting those calls, but anyway, yeah. So I called my provider, and we got my number taken care of and all that stuff. But what a hectic couple of days trying to get that mess sorted out. Jeepers. Anyway, yeah.
I don't get all that.
Oh, I don't know. Anyway, I'm not even going down that road. It was a disaster. Anyway,
The phone
so I called.
your nerves.
I shut it off. I messaged my one daughter and just said, "Call your siblings, tell them I'm going off the grid." This phone, I told her what was going on. If they need to get a hold of me, they know how to get a hold of me, but I'm shutting this phone off. So I did. But yeah, it was, it just kept going and going and going. Stop. Anyway, yeah, craziness.
Cool.
So Becky got her sweater, the one that I showed last time.
Does she like it?
Loves it. So she tells, and I get this story. "Yeah, I like it." And I said, "Okay, what?" Because once again, I could hear something in the voice. And she goes, "Well, I was going to this was like way back before the COVID-19 things. I was going to some outdoor thing." And she goes, "They have big space heaters, like in an arena. You know how they have the heaters up there that shine down on you?" So she said, "I wore the sweater thinking like it'd be nice and cozy and all the rest of it." And I said, "Oh, that's good." And she goes, "We got sitting there." And she goes, all of a sudden, she said, "I started getting hot." And she said, "I couldn't handle it." She said, "I finally took the sweater off and I'm sitting there in my tank top," because she said the heaters did such a great job. Plus she goes, "That sweater's hot." And it's warm. So for all you out there, I'm 2 for 2 with the kids and sweaters. Ben says he can't wear his just anywhere to work because it's too hot. And now Bex can't wear hers because it's too hot. So folks, our worsted weight merino is warm.
It's sweater.
Yeah. So, oh well. But yeah, she said it fits like a dream. She's really happy. And so that, yeah, I was pleased about that. It's just, it's warm. Oh well. Well, I think that's about it, eh? Do you have anything else?
So we're at 37 minutes. So
Okay, well let these people.
well,
let
so
people
everybody,
know.
thanks for watching and coming back, and don't forget to like and subscribe and stay safe and healthy.
Yeah, we're hoping the best for everybody.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
these crazy times. So anyway, we ready?
Anyway, stay safe, and we'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.